most people, they run ads, but they don't have any follow-up because they're thinking that if they don't buy now, they're not gonna buy. But only 2% of the market is ready to do business right now. So that's why you gotta have a follow-up in place. So let's get to it. How many of y'all cool with like adding an extra $1 million to your income over the next year? Anybody cool with that? Anybody against that? Okay, cool. Every million counts. So here's what it starts with. So I'm a marketing and business guy, by the way. So I'm not an artist. So y'all just stick with me. So that's a hand. It's swole. It's swole. We've been counting a lot of money. So it's like your hands swell up. So let's get to it. So this process is called making millions one-handed. When it comes to using the internet to grow a business, a lot of people make this really complicated. And a lot of people purposely make it very complicated because they can keep you confused and they can control you. And they can just sell you more stuff that you actually don't need. So I want to simplify this because I believe that if you really want to help somebody, you make it simple. But if you want to impress somebody, you make it complicated. So let's get to it. Let's call this side the thumb. Well, no, this looks more like a thumb. Would y'all agree? So we're gonna go with traffic. So on the internet specifically, people romanticize traffic. It's just so exciting. Everybody wants to learn how to drive traffic. They buy the Facebook course and TikTok and LinkedIn and YouTube and all this different type of stuff, right? How many of you have bought lots of different traffic courses? How many of you have bought traffic courses and you didn't even have anything to drive traffic to? Anybody? Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. You got a traffic course, but you don't even have anything to drive traffic to because traffic is exciting, right? So this is first right here, but we're not gonna start here because it's not, I'm gonna even cross it out for right now because it's not even important. But a lot of people focus here and they understand, they can't figure out why things ain't working for them. So let's move over. So now you wanna have an offer. There's two types of offers you wanna have. The first offer you wanna have is a lead magnet. So your lead magnet is like, what is the thing you give away for free? This could be your webinar, this could be some kind of case study video you give away or whatever. So what's the thing you give away for free, right? We'll just use webinar as an example. So people get that, they register for free. Now, you're gonna have your other offer. Obviously, this is your paid offer. And then you're going to have your email follow-up. Because of course, like you're gonna have, it's the people that pay you money, don't cost you money. It's the people that don't pay you money that cost you money. So that's why you gotta have an email follow-up. Most people, they run ads, but they don't have any follow-up because they're thinking that if they don't buy now, they're not gonna buy. But only 2% of the market is ready to do business right now. So that's why you gotta have a follow-up in place. You gotta have a retargeting, right? We're gonna talk about it in a little bit. You gotta have an email follow-up. How many of you have an email list? How many of you email that list every day? These are people who raised their hand and said they're interested in what you have. So why wouldn't you be communicating with them? How many of you are on Fashion Nova email list? How many of you are on Polo Ralph Lauren's email list? They email and text you every day. How many of y'all on TikTok email list? TikTok emails you every day. TikTok has something so clever. They email you, especially if your thing is growing a little bit, they'll email you and say, people are pretty excited about you on TikTok. Or I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what they say, right? Because the goal is to get you on the platform, because the longer they can keep you on the platform, the more money they make. So you gotta have an email follow-up. And then over here, you wanna have a back-end offer. Why do you wanna have a back-end offer? Because the interesting thing is, when you help somebody solve a problem, it actually creates another problem. Not even intentionally. So this ain't like, you got some people who sell courses and their course doesn't fulfill on what you paid for. That's not what I'm talking about. That's a issue in integrity and morals. That ain't what we're talking about. I'm talking about when you fulfill on the thing that they paid you for, that creates another problem. So what do I mean? I'm gonna give you some examples. How many of y'all got an iPhone? Any iPhone users in here? Or just a phone in general? We're not gonna leave anybody out. When you buy the phone, you gotta get what? You gotta get insurance. What else? You gotta get a charger. Right, now they don't even give you the charger with the phone, right? What else you gotta get? You gotta get a case. You gotta get a screen, right? So you bought the phone, they solved the problem, the service plan. So you bought the phone, right? And it created all these other problems. Are y'all following me? And that's in everything. So for example, let's say you help somebody get leads, for example. You help them get leads and get clients. Now they got all these leads and clients. Now they gotta know, how do you serve these clients? Like, how do you grow operationally, right? So now let's say for example, you go from making $50,000 a year to making $1 million a year, you gotta scale operationally. So it's like, now you got a whole nother problem that has to be fixed. You also got to fix, like, how do you do your finances? So it's like you go from making $5,000 a month to making $50,000 a month. Now it's like, okay, what do I do on the financial side in terms of taxes, in terms of like my bank account structure? Because most people, they go from $0 to $50,000, $75,000 a month, and they're operating their entire life out of their business account. And that's a train wreck waiting to happen. So that's another problem that you solved, that you created. Not saying you gotta solve all the problems, but this is an example of fixing one problem and then creating these other problems. Are y'all following me so far? So that's why you wanna have that next offer. So you wanna say, okay, what problem do we create by fixing this problem? And then we help them fix that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you wanna know more about attracting ready-to-buy clients to your business consistently while enjoying predictable profits and avoiding a revenue roller coaster, watch this video right now and subscribe to the channel.